This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. 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 This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Curveball hit hard out in the left field. It's in there for a base hit. Horton may have a shot at Fox. Here comes the throw. John Ward lets it go, and he runs over 3, and they got it.
The crack of the bat.
There's a swing, and there's another drive to left. It's deep, and this one is gone. The second home run by Travel. Whitaker scores.
The roar of the crowd.
Into a mob scene at home. Walk-off winner.
It's unbelievable. It's magic here in this ballpark.
The love of your team.
You Tiger fans are the greatest fans of all. No question about that.
A 125-year tradition continues. This is Detroit Tigers Baseball on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Ready to help.
From the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth, let's join the voices of Tigers Baseball, Dan Dickerson and Andy Dirks.
Hello again, everyone. Getting ready for a 3-game weekend series. Tigers and Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams, Andy Dirks, have made a lot of moves in the last 24 hours, especially the Tigers this weekend. This is going to be like a playoff series. This place is going to be full. It's going to be loud.
It is, and these are two very, very good ball clubs. The pitching's going to be crucial. The offense here, you'll see the ball go out of the park here quite a little bit. It's going to be a blast here in Philadelphia. Get the Tigers to continue on that playoff run.
Tigers are going to see 3 starting pitchers, all with ERAs in the 250s. Jack Flaherty against Ranger Suarez is the matchup tonight. Stay with us. We'll hear from manager AJ Hinch next on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win. Baseball season is in full swing, and you can find all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from checking out stats to placing bets in just a few taps. And as an official sports betting partner of your Detroit Tigers, you'll always find special team promos in the app. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Save a good deal more with hot deals on Meyer brand must-haves, including new breakfast favorites all season long. Meyer brand syrup, pancake mix, and instant oatmeal are all just $1.79 each. Plus, students will enjoy the well-packed backpack good life with back-to-school supplies for $1 or less, including Meyer brand 24-count crayons, Meyer brand 70-sheet notebooks, and Crayola Classic Colors markers. Shopping for breakfast essentials and back-to-school supplies is a good deal better at Meyer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meyer app.
These uncertain times may have you saying not this year for a lot of things, but you can say yes this year to Wallside Windows. Wallside gives you affordable quality with half off every window and extended financing. It's the one thing you can do to be more comfortable, make your home look better, and increase its value, all with a transferable 35-year warranty. Make it the year for Wallside Windows. Call 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
The AJ Hinch Show, a preview of today's game with Tigers manager AJ Hinch.
Brought to you by McLaren Health, official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers.
All right, the Tigers are about to start a 3-game series with the Philadelphia Phillies. We have manager AJ Hinch. AJ, this is not always the most friendly place to come.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
Being, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
We wanted to introduce something new. And then working in some of our past and what the past can look like in the future. I think our players absolutely love it, and our fans, we think they'll learn to love it, especially if you can win in it. That kind of solves everything.
Different, it's the high octane, high stuff across the board. You're going to have to understand that he's going to get to some tough counts, and you got to be ready to defend yourself quite a bit against the strikeout and against the soft contact. And then Sanchez will be new for us. We don't have a lot of exposure with him, but by looking at his numbers, he's arguably having just as good a year as any of them. And it's a fastball, it's a changeup. There's a lot of pitchability. He's a big physical kid. We're going to need to beat him, when they make mistakes. And that mistake may not come often, but when it does, we need to make him pay.
And you got on the Saturday matchup, Scooble Wheeler. And you get to watch great baseball day in and day out, but there's different levels of good baseball. As a manager, do you ever just kind of get a setback and enjoy two great pitchers going at it?
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, usually, that when you have a matchup like that, a couple things happen. One is you should enjoy it because it's two of the best in baseball on the same field, in the same game. You also have to be aware that it could be a low-scoring game. You're going to have to earn your runs. You may see some more small ball, or you may see starting runners and risking a few things just to try to scratch and call. Because the guy that gets the lead with their big boy on the mound, it puts so much pressure on the other side. And so scoring first is important. Sit back and watch, two of the best in the leagues going at it. It's kind of where baseball was born for us. Like that's how it kind of used to be, where the starting pitcher is going to dictate a lot of what goes on.
Speaking of starting pitching, nobody's asked you any questions today, I'm sure, about trade deadline acquisitions. What was the day like a little bit yesterday for you? So the fans can kind of get an understanding of what a manager's perspective is. Everybody talks about Scott.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a busy day for everybody. And obviously I was updated throughout the day. I was following the rest of the game, like a fan. And it was so incredible to see the movement within the sport. And I mean, as a manager, I'm thinking, okay, the Twins are trading 10, 15 guys. We play them next. Mason Miller leads the American League and ends up in the National League. Okay, we're done with the Padres. We don't have to worry about him. Yeah. Things like that start to come to your mind. But one of the things that I do is trying to communicate with our own players when things go on. So in real time, when you trade for Finnegan, or when you trade for Montero, when you trade for Charlie Morton, there's a lot of conversation to get out in front of, not just with the new guys, but with the guys on your team. Most of them good conversations. Obviously, we had to option Chase Lee, to make room for these guys. But it's a busy day of what ifs, and if this happens, that's going to happen, and scenarios thrown out. And then when the deadline hits, you're still kind of waiting for that last thing to come across the board. For us, it was Charlie Morton, which then made me talk to Troy Melton about going to the bullpen. So conversations galore, curiosity like every fan has, but obviously putting together a team to go try to win more series.
Good time to be a Tigers fan. That's your manager, AJ Hinch.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans, and while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table, and once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these two socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
He's back, it keeps carrying back.
Mariners win at 6-0. Dumper with 42 homers and an OPS close to 1,000, and Seattle clinging on to that final wild card spot in the American League. One game.
Boomer is the dog. But he looked good. I just followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's pop car.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Bronco, built wild with GOAT modes.
GOAT modes?
Goes over any type of terrain.
Legendary.
You know what's even better?
Tell me.
The deals at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Real savings.
Big time savings. Knocking it out of the park.
Now that's a home run.
You better believe it. Get to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer today.
Now, back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth at Comerica Park.
From the field, brought to you by Meijer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Tigers fans, welcome into today's From the Field Report. I'm Carol Wolfbauer, and I'm joined by Troy Melton today. Troy, you're coming off your first MLB win, 7 scoreless innings. I don't even know if you can describe it, but what's it like to live in a moment like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's your dream as a little kid growing up. You know, you want to pitch in Major League games and win them. So it's a dream come true from that perspective, but haven't really had too much time to process it now, but it's been a whirlwind and it's been awesome.
Hopefully it'll start to settle in a little bit more. But we could see on the broadcast that your parents just had the biggest smiles on their face. You got to kind of chat with them after the game on the field. What are some of the things that they said to you?
Honestly, it's just the normal stuff. They said they're proud of me and stuff like that, but they've been proud of me since I was playing when I was 12 years old. So kind of just the stadium changes, and from their perspective, it's just cool for them to see me in a big stadium, basically. So it was awesome just to be able to have them there.
You told me you wish you were able to make them cry. Are you hoping that maybe that's something for later in your career, maybe?
Yeah, I just wanted to hold that over my mom so I could have her crying on TV. I thought that'd be pretty funny. And she cries at Hallmark movies and not at my first win, so I'm kind of disappointed in her.
Well, after you got to hang out with your parents a little bit, I'm sure this team was waiting in the clubhouse to celebrate with you. What was that like?
I can't disclose too much of that, but I mean, it was crazy. It's a good time, and it's a rite of passage here, from what I understand. So it's awesome to be with the team. So it's been really cool.
You got to throw with Dylan. Usually, you kind of start to develop like a relationship between a pitcher and a catcher, but this is obviously pretty new for you guys. What have you been learning about him, and him maybe even learning about you as you guys are navigating this together?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's harder for him than it is for me. Just figuring out what I do well, and I didn't do it.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive for $409 a month with $1979 due at signing with no security deposit required. Includes $1,500 in open bonus cash and one.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said,
Years of baseball tradition continues.
And it's gone, a home run!
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Ford, Corewell Health, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Figo, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza. It's time to play ball with the Call of the Game. Call of the Game from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. Here are the voices of Tigers baseball, Dan Dickerson and Andy Dirks.
Very pleasant in the city of brotherly love. Hello again, everyone. We're getting ready for what should be quite a weekend of baseball. We touched on it earlier, Andy. But this is a Phillies team that's got some pretty loaded Well, some star power, certainly.
Yeah, they do.
The pitching, the starting pitching is outstanding. The Tigers have made, I think, some pretty impressive moves at the trade deadline. We'll be talking about that. The Tigers and Philadelphia Phillies, two teams that conceivably could meet in the World Series.
Yeah.
And it's going to be electric in this ballpark this weekend.
It's fun to even talk about. Could meet in the World Series. The Detroit Tigers playing awesome baseball this year. The Phillies, this environment's going to be electric. And we also know that they have very good players. The starting pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies that we're going to see Suarez, Willer, and Sanchez. And tomorrow, Willer versus Skubal. You want to talk about electric matchups. It doesn't get much better than those two going at it. But the Tigers are going to have good at-bats. These guys know how to pitch. Get the ball in the air. Don't just pound it into the ground. Have really quality at-bats. And it's also going to mean the Tigers pitching is going to have to be pretty exceptional this series.
Yeah, it's rare that you get to this point in the season and see three starting pitchers in a 3-game series, all with an ERA in the 250s.
Yeah.
You just don't see that
No.
going into the month of August. And that's exactly what Philadelphia is going to do. We had a pregame ceremony today. Jimmy Rollins honored for the Philadelphia.
Come on!
It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft, it's got an outboard motor, it's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living.
What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Ceremonial first ball on behalf.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started to cook with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're gonna call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother, so that's what Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards are
playoff contender in Major League Baseball, and it's the same message in the cap. I wish we would have got more. Of course, because as fans, we always want more. We always want the best stars of the game.
I wanted Ryan Helsley.
I want them all. I 100% want them all. But in reality, there's other people that want them too. And I love how the leadership here has a vision. And it's to be very good for a long time. Right. This is not a turn and burn, a one championship and done type of organization at this point.
Well, the Phillies are taking the field. We'll be talking more about that during the game today. But right now, let's check tonight's starting lineups, which are brought to you by Comerica Bank. Only one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849. That's Comerica. Let's check those lineups with Andy.
First for the Philadelphia Phillies, leading off and playing shortstop is Trey Turner. DHing and hitting second is Kyle Schwarber. Playing first base, Bryce Harper. He's hitting third. Catching is JT Realmuto. He's catching behind the plate. Nick Castellanos is in right field hitting fifth. Brandon Marsh is hitting sixth, playing center field. Max Kepler is hitting seventh, playing left field. Edmundo Sosa is playing third base and hitting eighth. And Bryson Stott is playing second base, hitting ninth. Now for your Detroit Tigers, leading off, the DH, Jahmai Jones. Hitting second at second base is Gleyber Torres. Andy Ibanez is hitting third, back up with the Tigers, playing third base. Spencer Torkelson's hitting fourth, playing first base. Riley Green is in left field, hitting fifth. Matt Vierling is in center field, hitting sixth. Dylan Dingler's hitting seventh, and he's catching. Winsel Perez is hitting eighth, playing right field. And Javier Baez is playing shortstop, hitting ninth.
Pitching matchup again, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For all the latest offers, go to Toyota.com. Jack Flaherty against Ranger Suarez. That takes us to our keys of the game, brought to you by Bell's Founders and Long Drink, proudly distributed by Rave Associates. You touched on it, Andy. The keys for the Tigers against Ranger Suarez, I'll just set it up by saying this guy knows how to pitch.
Yeah.
It's soft contact, it's balls on the ground, it's the rare extra base hit. And this is a tough matchup for anybody.
And especially for the Tigers, these type of pitchers, these pitch-to-contact guys who work the edges of the zone and make you hit their pitch. This is the type of guy that's not going to throw a fastball down the middle, even in a 2-0 count. So what you have to understand is there's no such thing as a hitter's count or a pitcher's count with this type of pitcher. You got to take a pitch on the outside corner, look to hit a line drive the other way. He doesn't give up a lot of home runs, and he will try to get you to pound the ball on the ground all day. Get the ball in the air.
Easy.
Easy in theory, but when a guy's got a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curveball, a four-seam, and a slider, you never know what's coming with this guy, no matter the count.
Game time weather brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash for the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, free vacuums. Beautiful night for baseball, 76 degrees. First pitch of the game, Jahmai Jones swings and drives under center field deep. Starting, and now going back to make the catch. Marsh in center. One pitch, one out. Exactly what you talked about.
That's it. Get the ball in the air, put a good aggressive swing on a pitch that's out over the plate. And if you're going to lead off against a guy like Suarez, that's a great approach. He hammered it, hit it to center. There just happened to be a center fielder out there to catch it.
But that's what you want to see. Again, it's a Phillies team that has some weaknesses defensively. But AJ told you in the pregame, this is a game where you just don't want to put the ball on the ground. Gleyber Torres takes a strike. Ranger Suarez gets a good number of ground balls. It's an extremely low extra base hit percentage against him. He just doesn't give up extra base hits. Gleyber Torres takes a pitch up and away. He's given up 6 home runs and almost 360 at-bats. Changeup perfect. Didn't get the call at the bottom of the strike zone. That's a break for Gleyber Torres, who digs in, hitting .275. There are several right-handed bats in this lineup that you look to tonight. Tigers have generally been very good against lefties this year. Ground ball to short. Trey Turner waits for it. Scoops it off the dirt, flips it over to Harper at first.
That play right there, down. That's just what we're talking about. Get a 2-1 count. He throws the sinker on the outside edge. And those are the pitches. If you try to pull a home run against Ranger, you are in trouble because you'll hit the ball on the ground over and over on the pull side. You got to use the big part of the field. Trust in your power, your ability to drive the ball in the gaps.
This is a home run friendly ballpark. year in and year out. Sinker on the outside edge to Andy Ibanez, a called strike. 16th start of the year for Ranger Suarez. Started the year on the injured list with back issues. Gave up 7 runs in his first start back. He's been lights out since. The strike one. Swinging a fly ball, right field. Not deep. Castellanos 2 steps to his left, makes the catch. 2 balls in the air, 1 hit really hard. Another routine, easy first inning for Ranger Suarez is what he does. We go to the bottom of the first inning scoreless. This is the home of the Philly crowd doesn't like it for some reason.
Can't imagine why. Kyle Schwarber shaking his head. He didn't agree with the call. But that's going back to the 2-1 pitch. He dots the 2-1 pitch on the outside corner to get back into a 2-2 count. Then he throws a back foot slider. Starts out over the middle of the plate. Goes down and in on Kyle Schwarber, and he could not hold the barrel of the bat. Everything sequences off the fastball for Jack.
Exactly why you emphasize it. Ground ball softly past the mound. Ibanez will charge field and throw. Flaherty lunged for it and ended up on the ground. Andy Ibanez, so sure-handed over there at third, takes care of Bryce Harper after the strikeout of Schwarber. We head to the second inning. He's pitching with a 1-2-3 first.
Wow. It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft. It's got an outboard motor. It's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living. What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Peace of mind, beauty, and comfort with every window and door. Call for a free consultation at 248-292-5000 and hear about our affordable finance option.
Part of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Spencer Torkelson leads off. First pitch from Rangers Suarez, up and away. So the numbers for Suarez after coming back in early May, gave up 7 runs in his first start. He's pitched to a 2 ERA his last 14 games. 2. Torkelson swings and fouls it past the screen. He's given up 1 run or none 10 times in those 14 starts. Here's the one thing that I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a sign he's getting a little tired right now. The 1-1 ground ball to short. That's not a sign. Turner fields and flips it over to Harper at first. 1 up and 1 down in the second inning. So 2 balls hit in the air, 2 on the ground. He did give up 6 runs on 9 hits, 2 starts ago against the Angels, and then 1 run, but 7 hits in 5 2/3. So that's what I'm going with, Andy. One of the more unhittable pitchers. Has given up 16 hits his last 10 innings of work. See if the Tigers can add to that total today. This is a challenge, though.
Yeah.
Up and into Riley Green.
You have to wait him out. The problem is you might not get a good pitch to hit in an at-bat. A good pitch to drive, right? He's not going to give you something out over the middle of the plate, try to hit a ball in the gap, hit a home run.
Green hits a soft ground ball foul down the first base line. I think that went off his foot or leg. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, it's time for dollars on deck. If Matt Vierling gets a hit this inning, Northville Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northville Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. No score, second inning. Phillies in their City Connect uniforms, to certainly a different look. Ground ball softly to first. Bryce Harper, pretty solid at first base, will make the play unassisted over the bag, tags it with his left foot. 2 up, 2 down. So, Andy, when you would face a pitcher like this, it's like, okay, not a big overpowering guy. It's not one of the elite power arms in the game. This guy just knows how to pitch. Like you said, he's never really going to leave you something over the middle of the plate. How would you as hitters talk about that?
A lot of it is get a pitch on the outside corner and look to just get hits. Like, just get a hit. Like, take your hit to right field if you're Matt Vierling. If you get a couple hits, you get a guy out of rhythm, then he makes mistakes.
First pitch, fastball, outer edge, strike 1.
Perfect, right? So you know he's not going to concede. You got to know the hand that he's playing. He's got the full house, and you have to make sure that you're going to hit the pitch that he likes.
Matt Vierling swings, pops it up. Will it be playable? Sosa by the Tigers dugout. He kind of falls down that first step. Javi Baez over there, Andy Ibanez, like, no, they had him.
He said, get out of here. Javi said, get out of the dugout. But because then what happens is you get to 2 strikes. And it doesn't matter if you're in advantage count or you're behind in the count with a guy like this. You can put him in play, right? So you just got to keep working the big part of the field and understand that you're going to have to look for pitches away from you. He'll sneak one in once in a while, but use that outer third of the plate is where you're really attacking.
0-2. Cutter misses up and away.
And you got to get comfortable. If you set middle in fastball all at bat, you're probably never going to get one.
The 1-2, a little bit low. And it's a true 5-pitch mix, isn't it?
It is, and he'll throw any pitch in any count. His changeup kind of flutters. It's only like 78 miles an hour, and his fastball's about 90.
2-2. Meerling swings, fouls it out of play deep down the first base line.
And then he'll throw that little cutter, about 84 mile an hour. That keeps the righties off of his changeup away because they can always throw that cutter in and it jams the right-handed hitters.
The 2-2. Ooh, the sinker at the belt didn't get the call. 50-50 ball, and it feels like it's a little less than that this year. These City Connect uniforms, you talk about a difference from the red pinstripe home uniforms. Black pants, yellow piping down the pant legs, black jerseys with kind of teal at the top, and then the scary-looking Philly font across the front.
Yeah, the font is definitely not traditional.
Scary.
Yeah, it is.
The 3-2 is swinging another foul out of play. Block lettering Philly in white.
It's kind of like the Goosebumps books look to it, you know?
That's the font.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I thought it was scary. Those books are scary.
Yeah, they are.
3-2. Ground ball right back to the mound, fielded by Suarez. He'll just kind of calmly turn, flip. 8-pitch battle, but Meerling bounces out to the pitcher, Ranger Suarez. 6 up, 6 down for Suarez. We go to the bottom of the second inning in Philadelphia. Scoreless. This is the home.
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey. Best hitters in the game, but he'll draw a walk. Nick basically does not. 2-2, swing and a miss. Knuckle curve down and away. Like the way this game has started for Jack.
Yeah, the key for Jack is getting ahead of these hitters. And he's gotten ahead with the fastball and then is able to use those elite spin pitches that he has, the knuckle curve and the slider, to throw him down below the zone. Come out of his hand looking like a strike. Those are great swing and miss pitches Jack has, as long as he can get to them.
It's a good amount of swing and miss with Flaherty on the mound. Brandon Marsh takes a slider strike away, hitting .262 without much power. Marsh does all of his damage against lefties. Oftentimes used as a late inning defensive replacement. The strike one. Fastball away. Second inning today is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery, introducing the new Tigers Instant Game pull tab and 2 online games. Injury report is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. The strike one. Swing and a miss. Moving it in, out, up, and down. That's the first time really he's gone up with that four-seam fastball.
Yep. which is great. And when Jack's moving the ball around all the edges, the day usually lines up pretty well.
The windup in the 1-2, swinging a slicing foul down the third base line. Marsh hitting .262. There's a team that hits for average. Their power numbers are just a little above league average. 5th in home runs. 9th in doubles. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a knuckle curve. That's a beauty. Sharp, late break down at his feet. 3 strikeouts through 6 batters. Both pitchers 6 up, 6 down through 2. We head to the 3rd inning scoreless on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer. Hi, Tigers fans.
Try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
Oh no, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget. And that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went and figure out what we're gonna call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother. So that's when Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
Third inning today brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. Dylan Dingler having a very nice season. Takes a first pitch strike. Rangers Suarez, Jack Flaherty, I would say equally sharp.
Yeah.
To the first 2 innings.
Hitting spots, dialed in.
6 up, 6 down. Beautiful ballpark to watch a baseball game. Fastball up and in, as Andy said. It's kind of the high end, 91, 92 on the fastball. That means nothing when you're watching Ranger Suarez or having to face him with this 5-pitch mix. He's a pitcher. Cutter in for a called strike. Dingler hitting .281. You look at the righties who've done the most damage. And the Tigers as a team, even with the stretch where they kind of went quiet against some lefties, they have the 3rd best numbers by OPS against lefty pitchers this year. But Dylan Dingler is one of those guys. Swing and a miss. Change up away. Andy, this is why you talk about the need to be aggressive early, but when you get a pitch early in the count, you have to hit it hard somewhere.
Yep, and take advantage of when he tries to throw that first pitch strike away. Because once he gets ahead in the count, he's got a changeup that just kind of disappears down and away to those righties, and the cutter in, it keeps you off the changeup away. That combo for him is very effective to right-handed hitters.
First pitch, sinker away to Wenzel Perez. So the hitters you look to, those who've done the most damage against lefties, it's Dingler. It's Jahmai Jones in his limited at-bats. The 1-0 away. Curveball misses. Torkelson, Torres.
Yep. That's why that's why Scott didn't think it pertinent to try to really rush to add a right-handed hitter, because this year the Tigers, that's the biggest improvement internally they've had.
2-0 at the belt. That's been a ball. It's been a strike. The cutter at the belt gets a called strike. Wenzel Perez has big numbers from the right side. Nice to see the good at-bats on the homestand from the left side to end the homestand. The 2-1 shot up the middle into center field, the base hit. Sinker, didn't try to too much. Sharp single into center field.
That's the approach. Get that sinker out over the plate away and hit it the other way or back through the middle for a base hit. You just don't want to roll it over, which means you hit that ball on the ground, you cover it on the pull side because you're out in front of a pitch. If it's away, you have to let the ball come to you a little bit further to get under it and make sure you're hitting a line drive.
AJ talked about with you on the pregame. Ground ball and a base hit into left field past Trey Turner. Wenzel Perez will stop at second. Single for Javi Baez.
The beauty of this single is if Wenzel Perez isn't on base, that's an out, right? But when they have to move to more of a double play depth, it starts making the infield shift into spots they normally maybe wouldn't be in, give them a little more time. And that's what we talk about with putting pressure on opposing defenses and pitchers, and it comes with base runners and the ability to run the bases hard. Guys know they have to get rid of the ball quickly.
Yep. And I really believe you want to put pressure on Turner and Stott, especially when it comes to turning double plays. Ground ball softly to short. Turner to Stott to first. Didn't get him. Jahmai Jones, soft ground ball. Hit it just too softly. Crowd boos. They'd be like, come on, review, review.
He was definitely safe. That's the athleticism playing in for the Tigers. They got guys that can run, but he capped that ball, hit it clear on the end of the bat. It was such a soft roller. Turner and Stott didn't really have time to turn it with the speed of Jones.
It is unusual to see two double play regulars in the middle of the infield. Two middle infielders, Turner and Stott, been around, who just don't turn the double play well. Turner does not, and Stott does not. As in well below league average, whether they're on the pivot or starting the double play. So that keeps the inning alive. Gleyber Torres takes curveball away. Simple put out, and the put out goes 6-4 to force Baez at second base. Perez at third with 2 outs. It's the guy you want up in this situation, the 1-0. Sinker strike on the outside part of the outside corner. 1-1 on Gleyber Torres, hitting .275. Bounce out to short his first time up. Stott at second, shades up the middle. The outfield doesn't move a whole lot. They're straight up. The 1-1. Change up away. Kepler in left. Remember, in Minnesota, he was always in right. This is the first time in his career he's played left. He's solid. Marsh in center field. Castellanos. Marsh is good. Not having as good a year this year. Pitch away, 3-1, and Nick struggles in right field. He always has, and that's not going to change. You will run on all these outfielders. Of course, Tigers run on everybody.
It's true. Doesn't matter the name on the back of the jersey. They're running.
The 3-1. Swinging a high fly ball, left field deep. Kepler going back. Looking up. Gone. How about it? Gleyber Torres with a 3-run shot here in the third to give the Tigers a 3-0 lead. The lefty who does not give up extra base hits or home runs gives up a big one early.
A rare miss from Suarez, and Gleyber takes advantage. He tried to throw a sinker up and in to Gleyber Torres in a 3-1 count, and he wishes he could have that one back because Gleyber was looking to do damage, got the ball up.
Line drive down the left field line. Hooking foul off the bat of Andy Ibanez.
But nice job by Gleyber to stay patient in that at bat, not chase the changeup away, not chase the two-seam away, and ends up getting a pitch and didn't miss.
It was Gleyber Torres. Ibanez takes a pitch outside, who really kind of reignited the Tigers' offense that had been silent since the break.
Yeah.
With a 3-run home run in Jack Flaherty's last start.
That's right.
In the third inning, that gave Flaherty the early 3-0 lead, and it led to a great start. Pitch up and in, 2-1, and now he does it again for Jack Flaherty. 3-0 lead in the third, his 12th of the year.
What a tremendous pickup Gleyber Torres has been. I mean, anytime the team needs something, he's been on it.
2-1, swinging a pop-up, slicing foul, first base side. Harper over, and he makes the catch, sliding to the ground. just over by the stands by the railing. He hung with it. Not an easy play to make there with the fence, and then the fence goes, you can go behind the fence. He handled it perfectly. Ibanez pops out. Tigers take the lead on the Gleyber-Torres 3-run home run.
It'll be Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter.
Rolling, does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. She's giving it to him and making him like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it.
You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened?
Detroit Tigers donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Max Kepler takes ball one, bottom of the third inning, 3-0 Tigers. It was amazing, given the weight that we were feeling in the broadcast booth. Knuckle curve, check swing, went too far. Kepler not having a good season at the plate. Phillies are trying to bank on a comeback season after a rough year last year with the Twins, and he has not been able to deliver, hitting 200 with just very modest power numbers. 1-1, swinging a fly ball, right center field. That's deep, that's trouble, and that ball is caught. Wow. One step from the fence. When a ball like that with something behind it gets in the air in this ballpark, that's usually out.
Yeah.
Instead, it's the first out.
Well,
here in the third.
Part of it is game time temperature on August 1st was 72 degrees, Dan. Cold front had moved through.
Not 86 degrees.
Not 86, Dan, with the wind blowing out. It is a cooler day here in Philadelphia, and that has definitely dampened
Not quite sure. He's getting ready to brace himself with that left shoulder just in case he's a little close to that fence.
That is home run robbery central, by the way, out there.
Oh,
that is a short fence.
Yeah.
Isn't that that's the fence where Aaron Rowan ran into it face first back in the day, and they loved him forever here in Philly. Yeah, 396 foot out. That's all it is. You can trust the dimensions here now. After the original dimensions were wrong out in left field, they had to move the number. And time called. The 374 out in left center field. 334 was always right. Here are the park factories. Fourth best for home runs, seventh for runs. The
12 of 13 felt like it was never going to end. 4 straight has certainly changed the feel, hasn't it? Sosa waiting, low 1-2. Fastball down.
Everything has a tendency to average out over the course of a season. No matter how hot you get, there's usually going to be some stretches that kind of make the numbers at the end seem a little more reasonable. Run differentials and such.
2-2, fastball. Got him. Perfect paint on the black away. 7th pitch of the at-bat. Results in a called 3rd strike. The 4th strikeout for Jack Flaherty. 8 up, 8 down. Beauty.
You can just see the confidence Jack Flaherty's throwing the baseball with right now. It's coming out his hand nicely. He's not trying to do too much with it on each pitch. And the location on some of these fastballs, Dan, is impeccable.
Just impeccable. 9th batter to face Jack Flaherty. Bryson Stott having a tough year at the plate. This former #1 pick has never really been able to get the bat going at the major league level outside of 1 year, 2 years ago. 1-0. Slider strike at the knees. Mixing his pitches really well with Dylan Dingler. Waggle of the glove, arms up over his head, the 1-1. Backdoor curveball away. Jack working with another new catcher this year in Dylan Dingler, catching most of his games. He likes that relationship with his catcher is really, really important for Jack Flaherty. 2-1, swinging a pop-up foul. Andy Bañez will come over, just get a better look at where it lands. 3rd base side, 2 balls, 2 strikes on the lefty, Bryson Stott.
Yeah, Bryson Stott's one of those guys. He just never has been able to figure out how to consistently be on time at the big league level. He's changed a couple of the way he strides the baseball. You know, he's minimized his movement, but it always seems like he's fighting that little piece. Like 2-1 fastball there, just kind of fouled it off, just missing balls.
2-2, swinging a foul back our way. We're perched above home plate. We're in the club level, the mid-level between the lower deck and upper deck, just to the 3rd base side. Great vantage point in this beautiful ballpark. Holds a little over 40,000. I think we've got a sellout, and I bet there is a sellout for every game this weekend. The windup, again, the 2-2. Slider misses down just a little bit. 3-2 on Bryson Stott. First 3-ball count for Jack Flaherty. Stott's a guy who'll make it throw him a strike. 3-2. Jack Flaherty did, and he fouled it out of play deep down the 3rd base line. So bat to ball skills for Bryson Stott. Can draw a walk. He has speed. This Phillies team has a lot of speed, but he just doesn't get on base enough to utilize what he has. Phillies steal a lot of bases. They have the best team speed in all of baseball. They do not run the bases well. The 3-2. Bounce the knuckle curve. First batter to reach is the weak hitting Bryson Stott. Isn't that the way it goes sometimes? 9th man that Jack Flaherty faces draws a walk with 2 outs here in the 3rd, and the Tigers leading 3-0. 334 down the left field line. Foul pole says 329, and then the wall angles out real quick to 334. 374 in the gap in left center. The wall zigs and zags a little bit. First pitch ground ball to short down to Anita fielded. Javi Baez will fire down to Gleyber Torres for the force on Bryson Stott. Trey Turner bounces into the force, and Jack Flaherty has cruised through 3 impressively. We head to the 4th inning in Philadelphia. First of 3 with the Phillies. Tigers have a 3-0 lead after 3 on the Detroit Tigers.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes
with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesar Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. 3-run home run from Gleyber Torres has given the Tigers a 3-0 lead. The top of the 4th inning, Spencer Torkelson leading off. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down and in. Torque swings and misses, change up away.
There's that Suarez pitch. After Gleyber hit the home run, he kind of went back to the bread and butter, didn't he?
Yep.
Back away. Nice job by Gleyber Torres last inning, taking advantage of a mistake from Suarez.
Now Torque takes fastball up and in. Torkelson, Green, and Bierling here in the 4th inning. Talking about the approach against Suarez, getting the ball in the air. Torkelson takes pitch off the plate and in. AJ likes to talk about all the time, Andy. Make sure that your mistake matches the intent, or the intent matches the mistake. In other words, if the whole game plan was to go the opposite way, that is where your approach has to be. Swing and a miss. Torque chased. That's the slow 71-mile-an-hour curveball off the plate away. Second strikeout for Suarez. There's not going to be a lot of swing and miss with Suarez on the mound. So in other words, if your approach was go the opposite way and it's a ground ball to short, then your mistake did not match your intent. Your intention should have been, if you hit a ground ball to the right side or you pop out to the right side, that's different.
Yeah, or get the ball in the air, and even on the pull side. There's nothing worse as a hitter than hitting weak ground balls on the pull side. That's never been productive in baseball ever.
You
like
hate
once
yourself
in a while,
as you're running to first base.
Yeah, once in a while one gets through, but the big bulk of them are easy outs.
Fastball high and tight. Now off speed and away to Riley Green. As good as Ranger Suarez is against righties, he's even tougher against lefties. He just doesn't face lefties. Riley Green swings and breaks his bat. Soft line drive will be caught by Stott 2 steps under the outfield grass. Broken bat, we call that a blinder. 4B in my scorebook. 2 outs for Matt Bierling. So as you watch Matt Bierling, he loves that inside-out swing. What are you looking for from him? It just feels like he's still trying to get that good inside-out opposite field approach going.
He needs reps. I mean, when you start off the season hurt, don't play for a month and a half, 2 months, then you try to come back, get back to your rehab assignment. But he's gotten some big hits, and when you see Matt Bierling going well, he's hitting line drives the other way, and then he will scold balls on the pull side that are mistakes from pitchers. He can get the sinker down and in.
Ground ball and a base hit into right. That's a good sign.
Yep, that's his game. And the more guys tend to stick to their game, especially when they're trying to kind of get back and establish good at bats, you got to go to what you're good at. And for Matt Bierling, he is good at hitting the ball the other way on the line. And then that builds the foundation of then you'll start seeing him drive the ball a little bit more.
Brings up Dylan Dingler. 4th inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family owned. Celebrating 81 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows, Dylan Dingler takes first pitch fastball at the belt.
ball.
Just above for a ball.
Brian Walsh is, some of them have been, some of them haven't.
It's 50-50 tonight, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
The 1-0, up and away, as we said.
But it magnifies when you get two pitchers that are hitting corners.
Yeah.
Flaherty's been hitting corners. Suarez is hitting like right on the edge. These are tougher games to call for umpires than the guys that are Mr. Middle.
Stott shades up the middle. Big hole to shoot through on the right side for Dylan Dingler. Outfield plays going to go the opposite way just slightly. Suarez steps out. So again, 334 down the line, 374 to the gap. Deepest part of where the left field wall meets the center field wall is 409. 401 to straightaway center. And then the big wall in right field. Breaking ball strike to Dingler to make it 2-1. 330 down the line, 12-foot wall. There's no footage in the gap, but let's say it's about the same as left field, 374. But again, a home run friendly ballpark. Ground ball and a high chop to short, backhanded by Turner. He fires it down to Stott for the force on Matt Vierling. Dylan Dingler on a 2-1 bounces out. Tigers riding that 3-run home run from Gleyber Torres. Take a 3-0 lead to the bottom of the fourth. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dickerson, Andy Dirks. So glad to have you along for the first of a 3-game weekend series. Beautiful night for baseball. Very stormy day in Philadelphia yesterday. Kyle Schwarber, swing and a miss. Again, this is the part of the Philly order that you have to worry about. Schwarber swings and misses. Tight slider away. Jack Flaherty mixing his pitches beautifully. And when he's missing, Andy, it's below the strike zone or off the edges.
Good location.
The 0-2 in the dirt.
There's always the debate. Is location more important or pitch shape? Pitch efficiency? And of course it's a mix, and it does depend on the guy too.
They need Jack Flaherty to be good. Swing and a miss. And Schwarber strikes out. And AJ Hinch hinted at it when he was going through that rough stretch. The 2 starts where he gave up 15 runs in 7 innings. They're like, we believe in Jack Flaherty. We know what he can do. They weren't worried. And the reason they weren't really worried, as bad as those 2 starts were and the inconsistencies, and he's been pretty darn good since, because all the delivery things that they were working on last year, he's worked those out. They like his delivery right now. They like where he's at with his delivery. And now it's the mental side of the game that Jack Flaherty has even admitted to, that Bryce Harper takes ball 1, that sometimes I have to quit analyzing so much and just go compete. And that's what we saw last time out against that Toronto offense that was red hot. Slider misses 2-0. But we saw enough from Jack Flaherty before he was traded away at the deadline last year to know that he can be the number 2 guy behind Tarek Skubal, and he can be a really big, important piece. A changeup from Jack Flaherty misses. 3-0 on Bryce Harper. Waggle of the glove. The 3-0. Fastball strike at the knees.
A lot of that too, Dan. When there's no worry with Jack Flaherty when he's really having innings where he's spectacular. I mean, he'd go 2 or 3 innings and be just lights out, and then it would be all of a sudden the
Right.
wheels would fall off. So they knew that, okay, it's in there. We just got to get the consistency inning to inning.
3-1 to Harper. Up and away. Big miss.
But this is, to your point, these are the kind of moments throughout the game where Jack has to stay locked in.
Yeah.
Because this is where we kind of seen things. He could pitch really well, but then all of a sudden a walk here, a weird hit, and the wheels kind of would fall off. So it's like getting back to staying focused in and locked in.
Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. JT Realmuto takes a slider low and away. Realmuto having a bit of a down year, hitting 270. Again, that's like hitting 300 in normal times. 1-0 strike.
The market on batting averages went down a little bit.
League average has fallen to the low 240s. Hitting 270, so that is something, but he's very aggressive and there's not much power in this bat. Upright, open stance, extends the hands up and away from the right shoulder as he cocks the bat over it. 1-1 curveball for a called strike. I love the way he's mixing his pitches. And the key word for AJ Hinch, every start, executing.
Execute.
Harper's short, cautious lead at first. Again, this is the Phillies team that likes to steal a lot of bases. Fly ball right field, not deep. Wenzel Perez back a couple of steps, comes in, makes the catch. He'll get the ball into Gleyber Torres. Just a routine fly to right off the bat of JT Realmuto, and that'll leave it up to Nick Castellanos. 3-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Instant replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. And today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Tigers. No runs, no hits for the Phillies. First pitch to Nick Castellanos. He can't swing. Curveball in the dirt in the left-handed batter's box. I think Jack Flaherty wanted to see how far can I go.
Yeah, that's the 43% that he won't swing. They're unswingable on a breaking ball that was in the other batter's box. He almost went.
He was tempted. That same classic Nick Castellanos stance. It's open, but he tucks that left shoulder way in, so Jack Flaherty sees the number on the back of his jersey. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, low and away. Cocks the bat high over the right shoulder. Comes in hitting 266. Again, modest power numbers. And that had some big years in Philadelphia in the power department. Not as much with Philadelphia. Slider strike to make it 2-1. Torres at second, shades up the middle of the outfield, plays Nick to go the opposite way. That's kind of his power and his approach. Castellanos takes fastball off the plate and in. Dingler was set up away, tried to frame that, but it kept digging. Now Castellanos got the good hitters count. Windmills that bat around once, twice. Cocks it over the right shoulder, the 3-1. Swinging a foul to the screen. Had a rip at a 3-1 fastball. 3-2, 2 outs. That'll loosen up Harper from first.
But again, with the location, 3-1 down and away. Not up and over the middle of the plate.
And we saw a lot of those earlier in the year. Jack Flaherty was giving up a lot of home runs. Not so much lately. 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the beauty of a knuckle curve. Wow. 6th strikeout for Jack Flaherty. Ends the 4th. 5 of the 6 have been swinging. We head to the 5th inning. First of 3 in Philadelphia. Tigers have a 3-0 lead after 4 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. Boom.
interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
you behave properly.
Hey!
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Torres leads off the 5th inning. Takes pitch from Rangers Suarez for a called strike. The strike one. Ground ball softly fouled on the third baseline. 8-9-1 hitters. Perez, Baez, Jones. Rangers Suarez ending his second trip to the Tigers order.
This is really where the rally started a couple innings ago.
The 0-2, curveball away.
You think about being able to hit Winslow Perez 8th, how big that is for a lineup.
I was thinking of that when I was writing the lineup out today. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that looks good.
Doesn't it? That's the depth that this lineup has. Got a guy that can handle the bat, switch hitter, hitting 8th.
1-2, swinging a foul. Andy, how big is it that why didn't Scott Harris get Duran and Jackson? You can just about bet they weren't going to trade him to Detroit.
You're not going to trade him to a division opponent.
It's kind of a thing.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to face him multiple times.
Strike one. Changeup misses down and in. Torque is grounded out and struck out tonight. 3-0 Tigers in the 6th.
See if Torque can figure him out here. He's been working him away, and Torque keeps trying to hit the ball to left field.
1-1, ground ball foul. So again, there's the approach.
It's the approach, yeah. And Torque has been good at that off and on throughout his career. When he's locked in and dialed in, he can hit the ball the other way. We've seen it plenty of times. It's just so hard sometimes to wait on the pitch long enough. He throws below hitting speed for some of these big league hitters, especially the 78-mile changeup.
1-2, ground ball foul.
But it's more about where you're trying to hit the ball.
Right.
If you're trying to hit the ball the other way, so then it's like, I can't wait on it long enough. Now I got to hit the ball down the right field line maybe. Because that'll make you, if you think I'm going to hit the ball down the right field line, you might hit it up the middle on some of these guys that throw soft.
Line drive foul down the right field line.
Yep, you can see him trying to make the adjustment, which is good.
If you're the Tigers, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, because he's not conceding. If he's trying to hit the fastball to left out here, and it's a changeup, he's going to strike out in a hurry.
The 1-2 away. And you've talked about that sometimes, and Bobby's talked about that. Sometimes the correction is an overcorrection.
Yeah, usually it is. Yep.
Okay, there. Now I can go up the middle or right center. Torkelson swings and misses, just could not stay away in consecutive at-bats to the curveball or changeup away. Falls across home plate after missing the curveball. 4th strikeout for Suarez ends the 6th. Tigers with the lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-0 Tigers in Philadelphia. This is the home of the...
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Kyle Schwarber leads off, half cut, slider, first pitch. The first pitch mix has been tremendous tonight.
Really good. Got Schwarber with sliders down below the zone last at bat, sticking with it here.
Strike one, slider below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 strikeouts of Schwarber.
Schwarber's laughing at that pitch because he finally laid off of one.
Good for me. 1-1. And again, 3 straight sliders. Generally, the Tigers shy away from 3 straight anything. 6'4" Flaherty stands at a slight angle to home plate. The waggle of the glove back and forth, arms up over his head into his motion. The 2-1. Swinging a foul over the screen right down below us. Upper deck has 2 levels above us. Club level, that goes left field foul pole to the right field foul pole. 3 levels of seating in the upper deck in right. 2 levels of seating in left. The 2-2 ground ball right back to the mound, fielded by Flaherty to the midsection. In self-defense, he'll flip it as he walks over toward first to Torkelson. 1 up and 1 down. What a great job against Schwarber. Again, he hits righties, he hits lefties, and it's been strikeout. I don't think he gave him 1 fastball.
Not 1. He gave him a fastball away.
And that's the one he fouled off.
He fouled it off, but the location was right.
Curveball gets Schwarber. Left side of the infield shifts to the right against Bryce Harper. Swinging a little soft tap foul. Starts him off with a knuckle curve. This is one of the best starts we've seen for Flaherty in terms of this. I would say comparable to the start against the Blue Jays. In terms of the consistency of the spin with the location of the fastball. Fastball up and away, 94, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harper is grounded out and walked. What a career this guy's having. My goodness. 1-1. Fastball high and away.
You think of the hype Harper had.
That's the thing I think about.
When he was 16, he was supposed to be the next Ken Griffey or whoever, right? Yeah. And he's done it. Just great consistency year after year. The 2-1. Slider misses low. Jack not really interested in giving him anything. Either of his last 2 at-bats. He went to 3-1, walked him last time. Now after 1-1, he's gone to 3-1. 1 hit, 3 walks. That's the Philly offense tonight. 3-1 pitch on the back door. Called strike. Bryce Harper was putting his bat down to take the shin guard off, ready to trot down to first. He's got to put it back on. Get ready to dig back in. Full house at Citizen Bank Park. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Tigers and Phillies. The Tigers have the 3-0 lead. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider down. Wow. What a job by Flaherty to get back into the at-bat. Had him 3-1 count, Bryce Harper. Threw him a backdoor slider, perfect for a called strike. And then he dumps a down and in slider. Looked like a fastball middle in. Harper went to hit the ball over the right field fence, and it just disappeared under the barrel, didn't it?
Man.
Good sequence by Jack to come back.
Fly ball center field. On the run, Bierling tracking it. He'll make the catch. JT Realmuto jumped on the first pitch from Jack Flaherty. Hit it hard to center field. Bierling hauls it in. Jack Flaherty has shut out the Phillies on one hit with 7 strikeouts through 6. We head to the 7th inning in Philadelphia. 3-0 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Fun night at Citizens Bank Ballpark because the Tigers have a 3-0 lead. It wouldn't be as fun if it was 3-0 Philadelphia. But really, Andy, you are reminded when you see the pitching matchups like we're seeing this weekend. You really, it added a little flavor to this series. 2 good teams, full ballpark, and aces everywhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's Ranger Suarez, Zach Wheeler, the first 2 games for the Philadelphia Phillies. Riley Green takes a pitch in. Jack Flaherty, who can be at that level, hasn't been for, well, off and on this year. But Jack Flaherty's been tremendous tonight. Ground ball foul. Tarek Skubal tomorrow. And it's kind of a good reminder that starting pitching matchups, when they're really good, it's still one of the most fun things in baseball.
Yeah, it
Going
is.
into a game, it's like, oh, those guys are on the mound tonight. Swing and miss. Wheeler against Skubal tomorrow?
It's a blast.
Oh, man.
And that's why these runs, it's tough to come by runs. It's similar to the postseason where you got to figure out ways to manufacture. And we did it. Tigers did it via the long ball, the 3-run homer so far.
It's why home run power is important in the postseason. The 1-2, down and away. And one of the reasons I think the Tigers feel like that wasn't a top priority is because this offense has top 3 or 4 power numbers in the American League this year. And it's been pretty consistent. The 2-2, ground ball up the middle, and Turner will make the play to the right field side of second base. On the dirt, flips to Harper. Green grounds out. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 bounce outs and a soft line drive. But you have to have that power in the postseason because you're going to face good pitching like this day after day after day. And it's hard to string together 3 hits in a row to score a run.
Yep.
That's why Gleyber Torres has been so important to this Tigers lineup. Power threat in the 2-hole. Consistency of his at-bats. This is an important bat right here to add a little bit in the power department. And I think he'll get it going. Matt Vierling at the plate. Takes strike 1. 15 home runs last year. Still getting that swing where he wants it to be. Strike 1 curveball. On the back door for a called strike. I was very worried about how the Tigers would score runs against Ranger Suarez tonight. Gleyber Torres stepped up big. 12th home run of the year was a 3-run shot in the 3rd. The 0-2 is swing and a miss. That vexing 80-mile-an-hour changeup low and away. Suarez has worked 7 innings or more 7 times this year. Remember, he's only made 15 starts, so he's trying to make it half his starts this year of 7 innings or more. That's impressive. The consistency, impressive. Dylan Dingler takes curveball. Kept digging to the outside corner. Brian Walsh says it got there. Strike 1. Dingler is struck out, grounded out. Line for Suarez has been very good. Line for Flaherty has been even better. Change up a little bit low, but he's really done exactly what he said he would do. Tease around the edges.
That's it. Made one mistake to Torres, and Torres hit it out. Other than that, I mean, he's been tough. He'll hit that outside corner relentlessly.
Relentless. The strike 1. Fastball up and away. Doesn't use it much. Change up, curveball to these righties away has been, and it's been almost exclusively away.
Yep.
They know it's going to be exclusively away, and it still has been effective. The 2-1. Swinging a fly ball, right field. This one's deep. Castellanos tracking it to the track. He'll make the catch. Onto the warning track, 2 steps. Good swing for Dylan Dingler. It's the 3rd out of the 7th inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by DTE. Manage your energy use and save. Go.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For more, go to McLarenHealthPlan.org/Medicaid.
Seventh inning is brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Detroit. Pitch counts are brought to you every game by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Pitch count at 89 for Jack Flaherty. Bullpen busy. Castellanos at the plate. First pitch fastball, swing and a miss. Tyler Holton is in, up, ready. 2 lefties coming up after Castellanos. I think that might be where he brings him in. Pretty good chance. Strike 1.
Make a lot of sense.
Swing and a miss. Knuckle curve. Castellanos falls behind 0-2. This crowd's a little bit unruly. Well, actually, they're kind of just Philly.
They're just Philly.
They're just Philly fans.
Anytime you're playing Philly,
they're getting a little
Philadelphia,
impatient.
and they're booing their team, you're doing good. Just keep the boos rolling against their own team, and you're good to go.
The 0-2 and swinging a foul fly. That has been what we've been watching all night from Jack Flaherty. Talked about the importance of fastball location while maybe pitching backwards. I think all those things have unfolded through 6 innings.
That they have. He's put together a really good outing up to now.
The 0-2 spins the breaking ball off the plate and in. 7 strikeouts. Strikeout updates brought to you by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. 7 strikeouts, 6 swinging for Flaherty. Wind up the 1-2. Castellanos lays off the curveball now. We saw this in his last at-bat. Struck out twice tonight, both times swinging. Almost surely the last batter of the night for Flaherty. The windup, the 2-2, swinging a line drive, base hit over shortstop in the left field. Sharp single for Castellanos. Sounds like he might have broken his bat. And that will be the end of the night for Jack Flaherty. 6 strong innings. He will leave after giving up just his second hit of the night. Nick Castellanos line drive single to left. A couple of words of encouragement and praise from his manager AJ Hinch. Flaherty leaves the mound. Tigers go into the bullpen. Holton's coming on, man out, 7th inning.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
NationalConeyIsland.com.
Pitch and change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Tyler Holton comes out of that Tigers bullpen. Otto Kemp will pinch hit for Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, Otto Kemp is a righty. Doesn't have a ton of time, not a lot of at-bats in the big leagues, hasn't really hit for much power, but they're going to platoon the righties in, and they picked up Harrison Bader as well, who's on deck, so they're going to bring in 2 righties to try to face Tyler Holton.
Righties have had the big edge against Tyler Holton this year, but it's not the last few weeks. Last few weeks, he's back to being Tyler Holton, getting righties, lefties out. This is a guy's very aggressive. See if you can get him to put the ball on the ground early. First pitch, change-up strike.
That's probably the best one he'll see. You pinch hit, you better be ready to hit when you grab a bat and walk into that box, Dan.
The strike 1. Cutter at his back right foot misses. It's in the dirt.
Holton's been so much better, especially throwing the cutter back door to righties, working that for a strike.
Tremendous.
Change up away, cutter down and in, the breaking ball down and into the right-handed hitters.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Always with the cutter. Both sides of the plate. That is his pitch. Even when he was struggling, it was still his pitch. Now he's in a stretch of 15 games where he's worked 19 innings and given up 2 runs, 1 walk, 16 strikeouts. The 1-2, bounce the ball up the home plate, and Dylan Dingle, that's a fine block on a curveball that bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, he used every inch of that big middle linebacker frame to knock that ball down. It hopped up on him. He got that ball almost around the neck area. Good body angle.
So good.
Keep it in front of him. Nick Castellanos could not advance.
Kemp hitting 236. It's a pretty quiet 236 to 2-2. Swinging a little jam job. Blue, my goodness. Into right field. The ball just dies. Perez has to hustle in and get it. Castellanos easily over to third. Kemp completely jammed. A bloop single. And now the potential tying run strides to the plate in the newest Philly, Harrison Bader.
Here is Bader. We know him well from his time in Minnesota. This will be his first at bat as a Philadelphia Philly. You know his adrenaline's up and high right now. Chris Fetter going to go to the mound really quickly to have a discussion. Hey, we know this guy, but let's remember the game plan here.
Yep.
Get the scouting report.
Entire infield will join the conversation. 43,000 plus, a sellout. Finally have something to cheer about. Bader, long time with St. Louis. Terrific center fielder. Offense has kind of come and gone in recent years. This is his best year since 2021 with St. Louis. Hitting .258 with Minnesota. Extra base, occasional home run power. And every other year he hits lefties. And this year he's hitting lefties.
And this is why the Phillies got him. They're taking a chance. They need some production from the outfield position offensively, and they're hoping Harrison Bader can be just that.
Again, Holton gets a lot of ground balls. Can he get one right here? Pretty tough guy to double up. First pitch, change up low and away.
Now we're starting to feel a little bit of that Philadelphia Phillies energy in the crowd.
This place gets loud. Disciplined hitter with some swing and miss in this bat. The 1-0 in the dirt. He's bounced two changeups. Very unlike Tyler Holton, especially with the way he's been pitching of late. Seventh inning today brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Detroit. 3-0 Tigers. Harrison Bader has 12 home runs this year. Deep in the right-handed batter's box. The 2-0. Fastball missed in. And 3-0 on Bader. Sosa, another right-handed batter waiting on deck. The 3-0 away. He missed badly with all 4 pitches.
Yeah, they got to zone it back up here, Dan. That'll load the bases up. Got Will Vest warming up in the bullpen. AJ's not going to play too many games here.
Everybody getting on their feet here in Philadelphia. Sosa's had mighty struggles against righties this year. Had a single against Flaherty, a double against Flaherty, swinging a foul to the screen. Cutter, foul to the screen. He's got big numbers against lefties. Hitting lefties at a .350 clip with solid power numbers in his 69 at-bats. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tigers 3-0 lead in peril here in the 7th. The strike one, swing and a miss. There's the good changeup. After bouncing 2 to Bader, a perfect changeup to Sosa. Very aggressive hitter. And he's down 0-2. Spreads out that right-handed batter's box. The 0-2 line drive right to Ibanez. No chance to double off Castellanos. Looked like he was fully extended on another changeup away. Lined it right to Ibanez for the first out here in the 7th.
Changeup didn't quite get down as far. It was hit not overly hard. Right at Ibanez.
Now this is a very good matchup for Tyler Holton. Bryson Stott, left-handed batter who used to hit lefties but does not now. First pitch from Holton. Right through the heart of the plate with a fastball strike. Wow. Middle.
Wasn't messing around there. Right at him.
Ibanez one step behind the base at third. Baez shades up the middle. He and Torres in double play depth. The strike one. Low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stott has got some speed. He's tough to double up. It's one of the advantages of having great team speed. They don't bounce into a lot of double plays. Holton again can get that ground ball when he needs it. The 1-1. Down and away. Sinker missed. Again, Stott, one of his strengths as a hitter is his ability to work an at-bat, draw a walk to get on base. He has bat-to-ball skills. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tigers holding on to a 3-0 lead. The 2-1, swinging a high fly ball, center field, not especially deep. This will get the run home. Yearling makes the catch. Castellanos scores. Throw goes to Baez. Sacrifice fly for Stott. Phillies get on the board, now trailing 3-1. 2 outs. Holton 1 out away from getting out of a bases loaded, none out jam with minimal damage.
That'll bring AJ out. I think they're going to go to Will Vest in a bullpen to face Turner. A little better matchup for Vest with the righty coming up.
Holton's night is done. A bloop single, a walk, a line out, the sacrifice fly. 2 outs, 2 on.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Join your daily activities. TrinityHealthMI.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
A tie game. Tigers just elect not to hold, not to throw down. 2-2 the count on Stott. 2 in scoring position in a 4-4 game in the 8th. The pitch. Soft ground ball left side. Pass to Davin Ibanez. Baez throws to first. Didn't get him. Oh, they called him out. That will be reviewed. And I'm 90% sure he's going to be called safe. If he is, that's a run for the Phillies. Kemp scored.
Philadelphia is challenging the outfall first base.
He's safe.
He is. Great effort by Baez on a soft hit ground ball. Ibanez dove for the ball, couldn't quite come up with it. But Stott runs well enough that even on a really nice play, good pick by Torque at first, just not enough time to complete it.
It's 5-4 Phillies. Phillies have seen it on the scoreboard. Just a soft ground ball. You'll hear you couldn't hear it, but Vic Carapazza says the runner is safe. It's 5-4 Philadelphia.
And this is the type of atmosphere that the Tigers are going to have to get used to down the stretch. This is the most hostile environment they've played in quite a little while, since probably postseason last year, Dan.
Yep.
What a ball game.
We've been here before when it's full. It's one of the louder ballparks.
Oh, without question.
That you will ever be in. Swing and a miss. Turner at the plate. Again down to second. Stott will steal second. Runners at second and third. Turner tonight 1 for 4. His one hit was a big one. It made it 3-2 in the 7th inning. 5-4 Phillies. Herder again, a big miss away.
Got to pump it back in. The Phillies did just pick up a closer.
You think we'll see him? Maybe a chance. Duran now at the back end of the bullpen, 1-1. Strike called to make it 1-2. Phillies bullpen, bottom 3 in the National League with a 4.50 ERA. Dave Dombrowski is one of the very best at the trade deadline. He needed a closer. He went out and got one of the best. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Slider down and in. Error. Infield single. Phillies take the lead. But go to the ninth. 5-4 Philadelphia on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Oakland University, being golden is putting in the hard work.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Radio Network, NorthvilleLumber.com.
Ninth inning brought to you by Comerica Bank. Only one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849. That's Comerica. Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. Pitch and Change brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. Yohan Duran, Tigers know him. What an arm to pick up at the trade deadline. He's the new closer for Philadelphia. They needed one, they got one.
Yeah, the Tigers know his arsenal. They know what he's got. He's elite. Great split, good four-seam and curveball. And you got to get a base runner here, Dan.
'50th appearance of the year. Heavy workload with the Twins. ERA of 2. Walk rate just over 3. Strikeout rate at 10 per 9. First pitch. 98-mile-an-hour splitter. Every time I say it, it just doesn't sound right, but it is a 98-mile-an-hour splitter. Keith at the plate. The strike one. Soft ground ball chopped to short. Turner fields, fires, one out of the ninth. Couple of scores from the 1-800-CALL Sam Studio scoreboard. KC over Toronto 8-1 in the ninth inning. Pittsburgh's playing some good ball. They've got a 9-4 lead in Colorado. If they win that game, they will have won 9 of 10. Brings up Spencer Torkelson. Lefty, righty, Duran doesn't care. He shuts down both sides. Torkelson swings, pops it up. Along the first base line, Wilson makes a catch. One step into foul territory. 3 pitches, 2 outs in the ninth. 5-4 Philly. Two outs in the ninth. That leave it up to Riley Green.
See if Riley can get in time with these 100-mile-an-hour splits.
First pitch to Riley Green. Swing and a line drive to left. That'll do it. Caught by Kemp. Phillies with a late rally. Take advantage of an error in the 8th. Come from behind to beat the Tigers. Our final score in the first of 3 before a raucous sellout crowd at Citizens Bank Park. Philadelphia Phillies 5 and the Detroit Tigers 4.
GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they're a result of dedication.